Strength through will is how we can reverse the perversion of values that have been instilled in you, in me, and all our brethren, insidiously through generations of ancestral oppression. Though it stood with as much superhuman endurance as anyone could, it left a deep impression. Invisible scars that have caused us to devolve into a state of unconsciousness so malignant, we've nearly forgotten we're not a problem to be solved. We always been the solution they seek to dissolve, with the illusion of ties that bind us to a system that blinds, of most vicious design, which is to free no man. Only together, through sharing of wisdom, can we heal the wounds of division, forever sealing that evil incision, and finally deprogram.
Welcome to the Deprogram Show. I'm your host, RMJR. We got some very special guests in the building. Two innovative young men who led the protest as well as what some would call a walkout in hopes of getting a better school, let's say this, a new school for Tyner Academy. We got Jaylan Sims and Timetrius Landsen. How y'all doing, my brothers?
Good, how are you?
Man, I ain't got no complaints. So tell the viewers, how long y'all been going to Tyner, first of all?
4 years. Yeah, we've been here since the beginning of it.
So y'all both seniors. Have it always, so it's been this bad the whole time y'all been there?
It wasn't as bad our freshman year, but one thing that our whole class as seniors saw was that it got worse over the summer while we were gone.
And this happened basically year after year, it just continued to get worse.
Yes.
Okay. So so we know what triggered the walkout. Who initially started the walkout? Like who had the thought, hey man, let's do this as a collective for the school to make a change?
Well, there wasn't no one set person. Again, we all did it as a class. So to rephrase that, the whole class was the people to start the walkout. They were the ones that come up with the ideas. They were the ones to get the press there. They were the ones to get the word out. And they truly did a phenomenal job. We walked around the school and showed the reporters and everyone. And Kaylee, I, and Timetrius gave a speech, and he did really well on it.
Okay. So you two and a young lady was the three that spoke at the school board?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how did that go? Did they give y'all a definite date, or what's going on with that?
Well, we have a year of what they want to be finished. So like they said that they want to be done with the school by August of 2024.
So they saying they will be complete with Tyner Academy, the new Tyner Academy, by August of 2024.
Yes.
So did they give y'all a start date?
No, they did not.
How do y'all feel about that?
We think that it's something small, but that this small thing will of course lead to bigger accomplishments. We didn't have a date at all, so this is kind of big for us.
And I've talked to several of our classmates, and they were kind of happy that they at least gave us what month they want to be done and what year they want to be done.
Okay, y'all seem like two intelligent young men. How long do y'all think, just an estimate, how long you think it would take to build a school?
Starting at 2024, if they really work on it every day on a fixed schedule, I think it could be done in 2.5 years.
So you said 2.5 years?
Yes, to get it to where we want it to be.
So that means they will have to get started basically next year.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what do y'all have in place just to say they don't start next year? What do y'all have in place to continue the movement?
We're going to try to encourage our senior class. As my classmate Jaylan here said, it wasn't just one person who kind of said, it was all So we kind of want to encourage our senior class to keep pushing and keep pushing forward. And we want to encourage the next senior class after us. And we want the next senior class to encourage the next senior class, and so on and so forth.
And that's actually a great question that you asked, because we know that these changes might not affect our year. And even if they did, us as a class would go down to the commissioner and ask them directly, because those are the people that can get us stuff just like that. And so us as a class would, again, organize an event and come together to come to the commission.
Okay. So let me ask y'all this, this question is going to be in contrast to East Hamilton, but no shade or no slight to East Hamilton. Mm-hmm. How did y'all feel knowing that initially that y'all was supposed to, I think it was supposed to start around, it was supposed to be finished in 2020. I think they were supposed to start building around the same time they started building East Hamilton. How did y'all feel to see them, and what I mean by them, the school board and the contractors moving forward on their project and putting a halt to y'all's? How did y'all feel about that?
I think we felt very hurt because, you know, this is our school. We're the seniors. We are speaking up about it, and finding out that they build East Hamilton and they were supposed to build ours around the same time, it really kind of like hurt our feelings, and that's what put that fire in us to do the walkout.
And it also really angered us because, as Timetrius said in his speech, I don't know if you all listened to it at the board, but he said that there was a list that we were on. And I even saw that list myself, and there was many schools on there, and they went in order, but they somehow leapfrogged over Tyner. And when we saw that, we got absolutely furious.
So let me ask you this. How many schools did they leapfrog? Was it just Tyner?
It had to be just Tyner.
With the list that I have, Tyner is the only school that's left to be built. And not just to say Tyner is the only school that needs to be built. There's other schools that need to be built, like Barger. I went to Barger in elementary, and it still looks the same to where I was in elementary school. And now that I'm a senior and seeing my little brothers go to that school and seeing that no changes has been done is really horrifying.
So do y'all think this is I guess a district-wide problem or a county-wide problem? What do y'all think this stem from?
This is probably a district-wide problem because those are the people over our education. And some of our classmates also think it is an equity problem.
Because we know they say they have, according to the reports, they say they have $25 million allocated for the school, correct? Mm-hmm. Now they also saying they need an additional $1 million.
Yes.
So have they at least, we know this, y'all got the date for the final building to be done in 2024. Did they make any recommendations for the freshmen who are, I mean, they haul is deplorable. So have they even had something to at least accommodate the freshmen who's suffering right now?
With the money that they approved at the board meeting yesterday, I think that money will go to the freshman building so that they can get back in their building, because seeing the freshmen in the hallway, I can only imagine of what they're thinking, because my brother is a freshman. So it's like, he's probably thinking, oh, these upperclassmen are around and I'm in the hallway with them. They could probably be thinking the worst, like somebody's gonna push them or something.
And one thing I could say is, when they come and fix our building, we expect them to fix the freshman building first, because students that were within that building are now displaced. Our teachers are struggling and trying to teach their kids, going from classroom to classroom, and it's just not working out for some.
So let me ask y'all this. Was Principal Harris and the vice principal, were they supportive of y'all decision?
Yes, they were very supportive of our decision.
Because I know Principal Harris, correct me if I'm wrong, he's an alumni of Tyner as well, correct?
Yes, sir.
So he's seen it even from his standpoint to now. They're saying it's the same exact school, no renovations whatsoever.
Yes, and even the alumni, we were speaking with alumni that graduated from years far back as 83, and she even said that when she came here, it looked the same.
So let me ask y'all this. Have y'all been with the freshmen out of place? Have some of the seniors took the initiative to kind of help out? I know y'all can't help out all of them per se, but kind of grab hold and let them know, hey, we fighting for y'all. Everything gonna be all right.
I think they know that we're fighting for them because seeing their senior class go out to fight for a building that they might not be in is very inspiring, and I think they really appreciate us for that.
So besides do y'all have any other complaints besides just the school, like the condition of the school? Do y'all have any other concerns?
No, Tyner has a very rich history. The Hamilton County Board of Education, they do not know how capable our students are. They're securing jobs, dream jobs that they've wanted since children. They're doing things that no other school in the county has. We're beating East Hamilton. We're beating Signal Mountain. We're beating Hickson and all of these extracurriculars. Tyner is making it happen.
So basically, y'all holding up y'all end, and y'all just basically saying, hey, y'all see how we're learning. Why y'all can't give us the adequate building it's just adequate for us to learn the way we need to learn. And we could even, y'all could persevere even more with the building, I'm pretty sure, the conditions and all that.
Exactly. Tyner Academy has a very rigorous learning curriculum for all of our students. We have our Future Ready Institutes here that our students are given core skills in networking, teaching, and the medical field. And the only thing we're asking them is to give us a new state-of-the-art facility. When we get that, I think we both can agree, our potential will be higher than ever. Ever. Like, I'm talking about national attention, because these students can do whatever they want. The resources are just not here yet.
Okay. So it seems like y'all got a pretty tight senior class. Seems like y'all band together pretty tight.
Yes.
So with that being said, have y'all been going to school just collectively since the 9th grade, or when did, for the most part, I know you got a few people here and there where did it start? Was it 8th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade for the majority of the class?
95% of us started when we were in our freshman year, and that's when we started to form our first bonds. It started out as cliques, and then we soon put those cliques together. And like I said again, when we all come together, we can do some very powerful things.
And the city is evidence of that. And one thing I want to applaud both of y'all and the young lady, y'all was very articulate at the meeting. And we get a bad rap. And what I mean by we as African Americans, as they call us, especially the youth, y'all get a bad rap of not being able to articulate y'all words and not being a correct representation of a great education. And y'all ain't even graduated, and y'all are showing, hey, we can articulate ourselves, we can speak well, we know how to conduct ourselves in a meeting. Just give us exactly what we need, and it was already promised to us.
That doesn't come from just common sense. It also comes from our teachers here at Tyner. Our teachers are what made us, and what we say is what our teachers taught us.
Who would be, name 3 teachers that are very instrumental to Tyner's success? And we ain't singling out just 3. I'm just mentioning 3 on here.
If I was to choose, I would say Miss Butler, Miss Bledsoe, Miss Wilshire. There's more teachers that I could name, but those are the top 3 that could come to my head, because they're always saying, good job, you guys. Y'all did good. Like after the walkout, those teachers came to our senior class and said, "You all did good. You all impressed us. We are very proud of you all because you all are fighting for something that y'all believe in." And they are the ones that congratulated us. And I will say again, there are more teachers here, but those are the top three that came off my head.
What about you, Jaylan? Or is it the same three teachers or different teachers for you?
I can say that some of the teachers he said are on my list. I will thank Ms. Butler, Ms. Morrison, and Mr. Galante because they taught me exactly what to do in situations like this. And I'm pretty sure they taught all of us that way. And again, what just like Timetrius said, those were the same people that come out and support us when we did the protest.
So with the articulation, especially you two, where did that come from? Was it y'all parents or just a knack for reading and wanting to learn? Where did y'all learn how to articulate words? Because I can see both of y'all in the broadcasting field. I know Jaylan's already in it, and I'm pretty sure assuming that Timetrius is in that field as well. Where did y'all get that from?
A lot of people at my school do not know this, but I have a reading disability and I have an IEP. And a lot of people do not know because I speak so well. And I think it comes from our parents and some of our teachers. They teach us how to, go into a professional setting and use certain words and not trying to use slang or all these other different words to shortcut the words that pack a powerful punch.
For me, I used to read and write a lot as a kid, so I think that contributed to the way I speak. But I think the big aspect of it is the people I was around.
And that's key, man, because this show is called the Deprogram Show. Because as y'all know, being young men, we have been programmed to where they label us as, oh, they don't know nothing, they can't speak, they ignorant. And you two gentlemen, as well as the young lady, are a great representation of what the future needs, as well as we know, hey, when we saw y'all, and I'm speaking of we as the older generation, I'm 38, I was like, that I got to salute y'all for that because just look around y'all. I'm pretty sure some of y'all peers and even a little older, y'all be like, dang, what's going on? Because some of y'all peers and even elders didn't take the chance to say, hey, let me get my vocabulary up to par. Let me get my reading up to par. And let me just focus in on what I need to focus on.
Yes, the whole senior class and roughly our whole school is like that here. Students have a high and rich vocabulary coming from our English department, and they surely put that in the spotlight at our protest.
And I want to salute the English department at Tyner for doing a great job because y'all are clear. You have what you have. Private school, public school. I'm pretty sure y'all have heard these discussions, and y'all are showing that, hey, we can compete with anybody in the country with reading, writing, anything you put on the table, we could do it. So what are y'all plans after high school?
I would like to go to college and get my business degree. Later on, after I get my business degree, I would like to go into real estate and flip houses and sell them. And then after that, after I've done that for a while, I would like to go into entrepreneurship and investing in other companies.
Do you got a college of choice right now, or you still kind of weighing your options?
I'm still kind of weighing my options, trying to see which programs are best for me.
What about you, Jaylan?
Well, after high school, I plan to go to an institution to get a dual degree in journalism and international relations and minor in Spanish or Hebrew. After that, I will either get with a station or plan to become a freelance war correspondent.
So I'm going to ask this, and this would kind of be one of the last questions for both of y'all. Where did y'all first get into quote unquote like broadcasting and stuff like that?
I've always wanted to do stuff with radio and broadcasting a lot because I've seen how like it was kind of like a passion that I had growing up because I've always wanted to do radio and stuff like that. And so that's probably where it stemmed from.
And I think the people that inspired me to get interested in this career is some of the people over at CNN. Bernard Shaw, his war reporting, Will Blitzer's war reporting. It wasn't just one action that inspired me to do it. It was people that inspired me to do it.
Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm gonna ask this to Jaylan. Didn't you win? You won a contest or something of that nature. It was either I'm not. The network escapes me where you were able to do a presentation or interview somebody on a major network.
Yes. So the week, I think the week of the George Floyd protest, I was out covering the George Floyd protest downtown, and I actually got to interview the son of Martin Luther King III. And we basically went through, ran down, we talked about Tyner, how great students here are at Tyner. And he also talked about how we need children just like us to step up and speak out for things that we believe in.
So what network was that on?
It was for student production. And if you want to be network wise, I haven't talked with anyone from a network, but I have interviewed Netflix's Carmen Cuba, if that's what you're referring to.
Okay. So Timetrius, we ain't gonna leave you out. What are your highlights in broadcasting?
I got to do some interviews and stuff with Mr. Greg Funderburg at News Channel 9. And I think that was one of my major highlights with broadcasting.
So before we get out of here, what do y'all want? What would y'all like the community to help y'all with in y'all future endeavors? First, with the school, and then with y'all as an individual?
Well, there's no specific help we need. We need all the help we can get from the community. Again, Tyner students are rich in their pride. They are rich in culture. They are rich and intelligent. So we can get help, and we know where to get it. We just need that external help to come in.
I think, like Jaylan said, we don't need like a certain kind of help. We just need everyone to help as much as they can so we can get a new school. And so our learning environment can be better than what it is now.
It's like we're good on the inside with our brains in our curriculum, but on the exterior, on the outside, which is our building, it's terrible. And so the most help that is wanted, the most help that will help us the most will come from community leaders, alumni, and PTA leaders.
Okay. I'm going to give y'all my word. My name is Roland McClendon Jr., a.k.a. RMJR. If the Hamilton County School Board do not get to building something of some kind by the middle of 2022, they will be hearing from RMJR and the Deprogram Show to put some pressure on them. And I'm giving y'all my word because Tyner Academy, with the bright students that y'all have, shouldn't be continuing in these conditions.
Thank you so much. You just joined the list of many people in the community that are now on our side.
And do y'all got any messages y'all want to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Just keep fighting and know that the Tyner class of 2022 is still fighting for the school.
And if we don't get things done fast enough, we will get them done for sure, no matter when we graduated. Some of us will most likely come back and get things done. I know I will come back and get things done if they don't get done. So we will get them done.
Man, this has been the Deprogram Show. I'm RMJR. We got the special guests, Jaylan Sims and Timetrius Landsen. And this has been another wonderful edition of the Deprogram Show with Tyner's very own. If you're watching this, please support Tyner Academy in any way you can. We are all in favor of helping these young men and young ladies to have a great education in a wonderful building like everybody else. And we gone.